Hey everyone, welcome back to NG Ghost Hunter, or Spirit Hunter NG. What is words? um, I would have had this up sooner, but there's been some issues here at the house. Yes. So the day before yesterday, I did record it. Microphone messed up again. What else is new? But yesterday I would have recorded it, but the guy who lives above me has been going through a really, really difficult time, and he's been very loud about it. And I had to call the owner yesterday because it got pretty bad and kind of scary. So I wasn't able to record yesterday. It was quite difficult because I had auditions and I just had to fit them in somehow. But enough about that. Let's get on with the game here. Since I already did this, it should move by pretty quickly, hopefully. Kintoki during the daytime is full of cop cars and an excessive number of officers. Bet it's because of the incident with the headless dog last night. Here, I'm going to lift up my microphone a bit. Sorry if you hear it. It's just going to sink. All right. Looks like we'll have to keep our guard up even more tonight. When the sky bleeds into sunset, I make my way to the Black Rabbit like usual. Lights are already on at the bar. At the sound of the door, Aunt Natsumi stands up from the counter. Ah, Akira. I get a whiff of something that smells suspiciously like alcohol. Aunt Natsumi, have you been drinking? Maybe a little. I couldn't get any food down, so I thought I'd try and see if alcohol would. I'm sure it's not just to take the place of some kind of food. She's doing everything in her power, but there's been no progress regarding Ami. Meeting up with everyone again? Yeah, we get together here sometimes. It's unusual to see you with friends, Akira. You're usually alone whenever I see you. It's not that I don't like people. I'm just more comfortable when I'm by myself. I see. Well, just don't do anything reckless. Just then, her phone rings. Hello, this is Natsumi. All right. Yes, I'll be there shortly. I'm going out for a bit. I hired a private detective, so I need to go listen to the daily report. Lock the door on your way out, okay? Aunt Natsumi gives a little wave and leaves. Her forced cheerfulness is painful to watch. What's worse is she can't hide the stag in her step. A laptop is sitting on the counter. It's still on. Aunt Natsumi must have been using it. On the screen is a website asking for more info on missing people. Looks like she was reading the Shinzo Ward page. Ami's case hasn't been made public yet, so it's not up on the site yet. Most of those missing seem to be old folks and adults, though there are a few kids too. You'd think they would post a child missing after a few days, because that's... Usually they say within the first 72 hours are the most crucial times to find the child. Half a year ago is as recent as they get, with some middle school kid missing. It was investigated as a kidnapping, like Ami, but it doesn't seem like the kid's been found yet. Kids disappearing one after the other with the adults not noticing. It's damn eerie. I'm not at the bar long before Amanome and Hazuki arrive, and at the same time. I ran into Amanome at the station, so we decided to walk over together. Guess people in the industry feel the need to say good morning regardless of the time. It still throws me off when I hear it at night. Well, that was a dumb question considering your whole situation. Probably not great. No Maruhashi today. I told him we canceled our meeting today. He was looking like he was going to follow us again. I'm not too keen on walking around with that sweaty guy in the height of summer. Oh, speaking of Maruhashi, I have a gift for you. That smile. I don't know about this. Is it another weird drink? Oh, is that what you wanted? Sorry, guess again. Here. Not this again. You're so fed up. It's great. A present from Maruhashi. He asked me to give it to you. Seems he thinks you're a manju-loving comrade. I really don't need these. Aw, he likes you. You just seem to draw people to you, don't you? Want some manju, Hazuki? Thanks, but I'm on a diet. Oh, I see the laptop is out. Perfect. I wanted to do something. Bon contacted me earlier. He gave me a website URL. Said the incidents described on it are affiliated with Kubitarou of Kintoki. Isn't Bon that journalist guy who we were pretty sure was a jerk? Why is he helping us? Well, yesterday. I told Hazuki about last night. Boo, that's not fair. Amanoma got to go on a ride with Kijima. Pretty sure we did too, hun. That's what you're upset about? Middle-aged men don't interest me. Now, if they are missing limbs or transparent, then I bend my no flirting rule. So she seems to have like an amputee thing, an amputee geek, which is weird, unexpected. Though no head is grounds for an immediate no. Cut it out. I've had enough of missing heads with Kubitarou. Amanoma turns to the laptop and types in the URL he was given. Hey, Kijima? Internet URLs are kind of like magical incantations. You type in random letters and numbers and a website is displayed out of nowhere. That wide smile must mean you completely understand, am I right? Computers are so mysterious. Data being made up of only zeros and ones just sounds so magical and wondrous to me. Hey, stop babbling about dumb things and take a look. In big red letters on a black background is a straight-to-the-point heading. The Truth of Kintoki's Legend of Kubitarou. Bon says that apparently this webpage doesn't show up with a normal search. It's something called a hidden page. I guess that adds to the fun of a horror site. It gives it a sort of secret feel. Adds to the realism. And this is where my job ends. I'll leave reading it to you guys. You know my stance on horror stories and the like. Summarize it for me later. That guy really doesn't like ghosts. Rolling my eyes, I begin to read. Kubitarou was a large man who lived back when Kintoki was called Kintoki Village. A vicious murderer, he killed numerous people and animals, chopping off their heads. That is the established theory regarding Kubitarou. However, that is not the truth. This writer believes Kubitarou was a large girl of superhuman strength, born to the landowner of Kintoki Village. She was dull-witted but violent, and it appears true that she chopped animals' heads off for fun. But she didn't attack people. The residents considered her a bother, but couldn't complain due to her station. Behind her back they called her Kubitarou for her large stature and violent nature. There's a reason why the truth warped into the rumor of a large man who's a vicious murderer. Apparently, Kubitarou did something that touched on the taboo of the village. And that's how Kubitarou died. Her father silenced the village with a gag order in order to hide the family's shame. Time passed, the truth stayed hidden, and from the scraps of info, a vicious murderer was born. That is the truth behind the rumor of Kubitarou and the people of Kintoki believe today. Not really a horror story. This feels more like a validation of the truth. These things are nice too, like a good mystery. No ghosts or curses from the dead. I stayed on guard for nothing. So you read it anyway? Well, I was bored. This all feels more believable than the vicious murderer story Maruhashi told us. If we assume this theory is correct, then the biggest surprise is that Kubitarou was a girl. Not exactly what you expect from a girl. It's far from what normal boys do too. Chopping heads off animals. It does make you wonder, though. What did Kubitarou do that touched on the taboo? We could think on this forever and there'd still be no way we'd know for sure. But now I'm curious. Is this connected to the death of Kubitarou? It might be a clue to something like with the Urashima woman. No point in musing on this any further. We should go to Kintoki first. Yeah. We decide to head to the station for now. To no one's surprise, there aren't a lot of people out at midnight. But a glance at the police station tells a different story from last night. They certainly look busy. Yeah, makes sense after what happened. I swung by Kintoki around noon and there were cop cars everywhere. I'd assume so. If security's gonna be tight, then we can't be half-hearted in our investigation. We need an objective. So, what should we do? If we're investigating Kubitarou, then I think we'll have to open that well. We didn't have time yesterday, but how about taking a look at the well by Kintoki Tower? Kubitarou might be hiding something in there. Oh, that's right. Plus, the area around Kintoki Tower used to have the Kintoki cedars. There must be a reason why Kubitarou is seen there so often. Okay, so we're heading to Kintoki Tower again. Security's heavier than yesterday, so let's turn back if it looks like the cops want to question us. I agree. After all, I brought a troublesome little thing with me. What are you talking about? Amanoma turns around and lifts his shirt a bit to show it's tucked into his waistband. The guy seems to have an automatic pistol. A gun? Isn't that going too far? I'll have you know that this is an intricately modified gun. If I don't unlock this secret mechanism, it won't shoot. You can't even pull the trigger. Regardless, it's probably a good idea to have some kind of weapon for protection, right? Do you actually believe something like that would work? They aren't from this world. Amanoma has never been face to face with the Urashima woman. I get why he'd want the safety of a weapon, but we'll be in deep shit if we're caught and they confiscate it. Well then, we better not get caught. Sorry, but I did not see and have no knowledge of what you have tucked in your pants. That's fine. I'll just say I secretly brought it. We better get going. We still have a ways to go before we reach Kintoki Tower. Amanoma or Hazuki, who do I take with me on the investigation? Seems like Amanoma is the one for this story.
Okay.
Right, let's go. Be careful. Oh, you know what? We might find new things at places we've already investigated. So let's check them again as we go. Alright. So I know where there's new stuff and where there isn't. Looks like the crossing's blocking us again today. Well, we're here the same time as yesterday. Right. A text. I open up the message. How are you? Remember me? It's Demon. I've prepared your next riddle. Decipher it to receive your analysis record. Search the monster that holds up the sky. Who's texting you at a time like this? It's just something dumb. So, I actually cheated somewhat. So I already know where this is. So we need to inspect this pillar here. This is the monster that holds up the sky. Something stuck to the back of the pillar. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Urban legends have fascinated people for years. There's an old one that goes back to the 70s. A spirit known as Leonard appears as a clown doll dressed in red and blue. Each person sees him in a different spot: school, home, etc. When Leonard shows himself, time stops. The world will look the same, but will be devoid of all people but them. Ugh. An example. A man wakes up and leaves home for work. Oddly, he passes no one on his way to the bus stop. The bus arrives and it's empty when it's normally packed. Immediately suspicious, he freezes before the bus door. The driver approaches, looking like a mannequin clown. It's Leonard. The clown grins. Oops, it's another lost one. Suddenly he wakes up, surrounded by the usual crowded bus stop he's used to. The rumor is that's what happens when one accidentally slips through time and space into a parallel world. But the identity of the clown or the truth behind the phenomena is unknown. Make note of this case I got from Mr. K. Demon. What are you doing? Let's keep moving. Yeah, I'm coming. Alright. We're done here. When I open the lid and look inside, I see a sheet of paper with words written on it. The words on this are kind of suspect. Looks like some sort of charm. Well, a lot of whacked out shit's been happening recently. I could see why someone would want to depend on a little extra help. Though it doesn't matter if they threw it away. Yeah. Well, may as well hold on to it. Maybe it'll be useful for something. Alright, so that was that. The second I spot the cop car, I dart behind the building. Damn. Well, that's annoying. Probably shouldn't turn on the flashlight now. Biding our time in hopes of an opportunity. 41 North to headquarters? 41 North to headquarters, over. I can faintly hear a voice inside the vehicle. Sounds like they're using a transceiver. Yep, there's definitely someone inside. Want to speed things up and shoot at him? Quit being stupid. Confirmation from the witness. They said the large dog's corpse was collected by the shelter. Yes, the witness stated the body was found near the trash cans in the 3rd district of Kintoki. The area was splattered with blood, so apparently it was cleaned with rags, which was why traces were found during patrol. 41 North, end of report. The talking cuts off. Seriously? Another dog was killed. 3rd district, we just came from there. Though the route we traveled showed no signs of anything going down. He said something about someone cleaning it up. Should we go back and check it out? May as well, we can't get through here anyway, so long as he's not moving. There's a dead dog, that means Kubitarou's roaming around town right now. We might be able to see him if we check out Kintoki. Could be new things after last night. Let's check places we already searched for yesterday. Okay. So we'll look at the trash can again, and if we didn't look at it before, we would have gotten the little talisman here. A ton of trash bags full of raw trash are thrown away here. Buried under the stench of rotting trash, I catch a hint of what smells like rusted metal. Oh yeah. That officer said the 3rd district trash can was dirty, so it was cleaned with rags. Then this smell could be... I light up the inside of the trash can again. Then Found him. Huh? What do you find? The rags. Remember the cops report? A dog corpse was here and someone cleaned the mess with rags. In the corner of the can is a pile of rags. They're all pretty damp and covered in red stains. Alright. I hold my breath in hopes of blocking out the horrible smell as I pull out the blood-soaked rags. If the cops are right, then this blood should be from the dog killed by Kubitarou. Maybe I can see some kind of clue. I hesitantly place my palm on the rags. Again. I can hear a song. No idea from where. So I'm gonna turn it down a bit. That dog's growling again. This is what the dog saw in the end, before it was killed. Head to the great Jiro Kintoki. Come on the Izuyoi. Offer to the great Jiro Kintoki to make Mom feel better. This song sounds a lot like the one from before, but the emotion behind the voice singing is different. Rather than laughing, it feels more like crying. Head to the great Jiro Kintoki. Come on the Izuyoi. I braced myself before I touched it, which helped. My heart's not racing like a freight train. So how was it? See anything? I heard a song again. Head to the great Jiro Kintoki, come on the Izuyoi. Offer to the great Jiro Kintoki to make Mom feel better. I see. My guess is the sacred tree may have cured injuries and illnesses if you made offerings. Could be. Bowing heads in respect and making offerings. Sicknesses getting cured. Did they make a children's song like this because the sacred trees really had powers like that? But the voice that sang sounded like it was crying. Okay, he's still here. So we head back to the arcade. At the feet of the Jizo are offerings of Kintoki manju in a variety of flavors. Amanome claims there are even more flavors. There's no bloodstains anywhere. Stuffed with cardboard. Digging into the mess to see if there's anything else. Look at that. Something that's not cardboard is buried in here. Oh, I forgot about this. Did they forget these when they were tossing this out? They look well used, so they probably threw them away. No harm in holding on to these. Okay, he's gone now. Alright, we just need to get that. When we come back in front of Kintoki Tower. Don't know when it happened, but looks like the cop car is gone. Guess he was only parked there because someone called him over. But this is good. It means we don't have to come back tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. And tonight we're looking at the well. Tracing the thick chain sealing the well to its end. It's fixed in place with the dial combination lock. Damn, combination lock. We have to do something about this first. Destroying it would be the easiest course, but even you couldn't muscle off this thick chain. If we're gonna break it without drawing attention, we'll need some tools. It's really sealed up tight. Wonder if the mini shrine's Shinto priest did this. Then let's bribe the guy to get the code out of him. You really think it'd be that easy? We have no idea how to even contact him. Maybe the info will be inside the mini shrine, or even on the back of the sign? Can't say I'm expecting much, but it doesn't hurt to check. The two of us split up and begin searching the sign and the mini shrine. Well, it looks like we can cross off anything being on the back of the sign. Oh, there's something on the back of the shrine Shintai. Behind the Shintai. Sounds kind of disrespectful. Inside the mini shrine, I find what looks like a sheet of paper wrapped in thin string. I unroll the weather-dampened paper to find words written with a brush. If you want to know Taro's age, then inquire of Jiro. What's this? The Shinto priest for the mini shrine wrote this? Taro and Jiro must mean the Kintoki cedars, since they are supposed to be brothers. Guess having to ask Jiro means the one that used to be here was the older one, Taro. Then Taro's age must be talking about the numbers for the combination lock. I'm guessing the priest was forgetful, so he made a note for himself that only he'd understand. Then he hid it here. Sounds like someone went senile. Though I guess a priest for a small shrine like this probably didn't have a successor. So where's this Jiro anyway? No clue. Maybe someplace that looks similar to here? Alright, it's the Jizo statue in the arcade. I step back from the shrine and look at it again. This shrine, it's somehow got a similar vibe to the mini shrine at Kintoki Tower. This place feels familiar. Now that you mention it, yeah. The shrine in the Jizo must be for Jiro Kintoki. Better check every inch of this shrine. I flash the light around the inside of the shrine again, illuminating the roof and the Jizo. When I spot some pale letters on the ceiling. There's something written here. Let's see. Hear the children's song, offer up a humble prayer. The two gods will bless. Multiply the numerals, given by the waxing moons. That's all of it. Oh, it's a Tonka poem. It's telling us to multiply the number of moons from the Kintoki Cedars children's song you heard. Multiply the number of moons? I don't get it. Besides, wasn't there just one moon in the song? Is it talking about the 15th night? I wonder if multiplying the numbers will be the key. Alright. I search every inch of the shrine to see if there's anything that could be a hint. I spot what looks to be a dog's face behind the shrine. What's this? By the shape of the thing, I'd say it's a pouch. Did someone lose it here? May as well take it with us just in case. So let's take a look at a pouch found by a pillar at the gallery in the shape of a dog's face. At first glance, it looks cute, but on closer inspection, it looks like an animal's head. So, we got our clue here. Alright, so the children's song and the Tonka I found at the shrine are clues. The two cedars songs, the numbers given by the waxing moons, and multiply. So the two songs, the two numbers we got were 15 and 16. Multiply those together, you get 240. But you have to read this carefully. So the combination has 3 digits. Choose the number for the ones place. So that would be 0. And then for the 10, 2. And for the hundreds, 4. Oh, I did that backwards. I'm so sorry. It's 240, not 420. That's my fault. I'm an idiot. Okay. So I said it out loud, but I don't know why I did it wrong. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114 floor. There we go. Oh yeah, it's open. Oh, color me impressed. You solved the Tonka riddle. Thanks. I'm going to open it. It takes some effort to slide the extremely heavy concrete lid to the side. Well, Akira, I see literally nothing. It's pitch dark inside. Hold on, let me get the flashlight. Amanoma gulps, trembling slightly. Are these all heads? A doll head, a mannequin head, a toy head, a Jizo head, a backpack with a rabbit head silhouette, and a dog head. Looks like wherever there was a head, it was taken. No severed human heads mixed in, thank God. I'm guessing these are all Kubitarou's. Safe bet. This is Kubitarou's collection. If Kubitarou's the one who left the dog's blood on the back of the well, then there's no doubt that this is his doing. But the question is, why is Kubitarou doing this? The evening breeze brings with it a familiar song. It's that children's song again. Is it because my hand touched the bloodstain inside the well? I check my fingers. Wait, I didn't touch any blood. This isn't bloodmetry. This is right now. I quickly step away from the well and look around. An eerie voice floats over. It's nearby. Why does this voice sound so angry? Could it be because we opened the well? Stop hiding and show yourself. Ooh. Is that Kubitarou from the looks of it? She's huge. Is she really a child? I swing my flashlight around to get a better look. When the light hits Kubitarou, she disappeared? Seems so. Maybe the flashlight was too bright. She's so big, I can't believe something of that size is still a ghost. Damn it, where did she go? Akira, in front of you! What? I look, and the axe is already swinging toward me. Do I have time to dodge? My body moves with my thought, and the slash that misses me by a hair knocks away the flashlight. Ugh. If Amanoma hadn't called out, that would have been it for me. The impact from blocking the attack makes my hand go numb. I'll get the flashlight. It looks like Kubitarou doesn't like it. Yeah, I'll hold her off while you... I say that, but what the hell should I do? My only thought is to find an opening to run away. Shit, she's angry, all right. I'm not sure I could block another one of those attacks. Huh? Head? What does she mean by she wants a head? Sounds like her kind of fun is in bad taste. But if Kubitarou really is a kid, maybe I can calm her down by giving her what she wants. What she wants. What is that? Focus. Think, damn it. Alright. So, as we looked at the pouch earlier, we know that the dog pouch resembles a dog's head. And she has all sorts of heads, real or otherwise. Kubitarou's right in front of me. That axe will try to slash me to pieces the second I make a mistake. If she considers everything in the well to be heads, then this probably counts. I take out the dog pouch and offer it to Kubitarou. She eagerly tears the dog pouch out of my hand. Kubitarou looks happy as she stares at it. Yes, now's our chance to escape. Time to go, Amanome. I hear you loud and clear. Amanome dashes toward me, handing off the flashlight, and we book it away from Kintoki Tower. We glance back as we run, but there's no sign of her coming after us. We carefully cross the tracks, dash through the Galleria, and make it back to the station. We made it! I got this right the first time. Now that I'm back in familiar territory, my heart finally stops trying to beat out of my chest. What the hell happened? Both of you are drenched in sweat. Did Kubitarou come out? Akira, you explain. I'm out of breath. He collapses to the ground. Weak. He didn't run full tilt that long. Sounds like a close call. How about we rest at the Black Rabbit? Amanome looks like hell. Looks like he'll shrivel up and die if we don't get him some water. I drag the dead weight of Amanome with me as we go back to the bar. I quickly summarize what happened earlier to Hazuki as we travel. She asks if the head in the wall was part of some kind of ritual. She was intrigued, but her expression freezes when I tell her about Kubitarou. I can finally relax. This sweat is disgusting. I'm dying to go home, but we need to discuss what happened tonight. It looks like Kubitarou really is obsessed with heads. We've officially confirmed that rumor with our own eyes. Yeah, she seemed happy when I gave her the dog pouch, but she thought it was a head. But a more fundamental question, what does Kubitarou want to accomplish by collecting heads? No doubt it's some occult thing. Hazuki, that's your area of expertise. Any insight for us? I dug through my occult books last night looking for rituals. The only thing I could find that was even close is headhunting tribes. But I doubt they're related to this. It's your time to shine. How are you so useless? The occult idol Momokuruse. This is looking more and more like false advertising to me. It's not my fault. I love the occult as a hobby. It's not like I have a degree in it. Passion aside, I'd say Natsumi is more well-versed than me. She is a horror author, after all. That's right, Aunt Natsumi. She might know something. True enough, but she's out right now. Are you planning on waiting around until she comes back? I mean, I'm fine with that if that means I get to see her, but... No, she has notebooks with all the information she's gathered. They're in the bookshelf over there. So you're saying we're going to dig through Miss Natsumi's private stuff while she's not here? Sounds fun. I'm in. Pretty sure there isn't anything like what you're expecting, Amanome. Oh, the info notebooks of a great author. I wonder if it's written in blood. Or maybe there's hair stuck between a bunch of pages? I don't think there'll be anything like what you're expecting, Hazuki. We make our way to the bookshelf and start looking for Aunt Natsumi's notes. The notebooks contain things like summaries of traditions and collections of crime reports. Every note in neat handwriting that puts my scrawl that even I have a hard time reading to shame. I uncover 3 notebooks with urban legend investigations written on the cover. Which one should I look at? I pull out the red notebook and turn the pages. This notebook has info on all the most recent urban legends. This is also the one with the details of the pregnant woman murdered. Didn't Kubitarou live sometime right after the war? I don't think we need recent information. Alright. Pull out the blue notebook and turn the pages. This notebook has info on urban legends from around 3 to 5 years ago. Most of it speculates on an incident that happened in H City. In H City, west of Tokyo. Some kind of weird scar urban legend. But it doesn't have anything to do with me right now. Someone I know was involved in that incident, so I've heard a lot about it from them. I used a lot of details when I created the character of Momokuruse. Which one should I look at next? It's the only one left. I pull out the yellow notebook and turn the pages. This notebook has info on a variety of articles involving the Shinzo Award. The dates cover a wide range, even going back as far as 50 years ago. Aunt Natsumi wrote notes on each and every one of the articles. Flipping the pages, I come across an article about the Kintoki cedars. A local paper looked back on the former brother cedar trees Taro Kintoki and Jiro Kintoki. Guess Aunt Natsumi became interested and looked further into it. During my investigation, I obtained a journal which reveals the truth about the Kintoki cedars. Despite a Kintoki village-wide gag order, the journal's writer tried to leave a record of it. According to the journal, one of the sacred Kintoki cedar trees, Taro, was chopped down. It was done by Kaneko, daughter of the Oishi family who owned the land the village was on. Kaneko suffered from oxyopia and symptomatic obesity and was considered a nuisance by her family. Without a proper education, her mental state and intelligence didn't measure up to other children. As a result, it seems she believed a bear plushie to be her little brother. However, during a certain incident, the plushie was destroyed and her little brother died. Bereft, Kaneko thought to bring him back to life by following the Kintoki Cedars children's song. Head to the great Taro Kintoki on the 15th night. Offer to the great Taro Kintoki and Dad will feel better. Kaneko attempted to put the song into practice, but misunderstood its meaning. The head part. She always jumbled the lyrics up and thought they offered heads, which meant she believed that her brother would be brought back by offering heads to the trees. So she cut the heads off livestock and stray dogs and offered them to the Kintoki cedars. Of course, no matter how many heads she offered, there was no way her little brother would live. Furious at how her wish didn't come true, Kaneko stole an axe from her house. And chopped down the sacred Taro Kintoki tree. Her angry father captured her and tied her to the brother cedar, Jiro. Alienated by her family, feared by the villagers, Kaneko was left to starve to death. The corpse was never removed and decayed at the base of the Jiro Kintoki tree. Kaneko could be heard worrying over her precious little brother all the way up to her death. After Kaneko's death, the Jiro tree she was tied to inexplicably died. After the loss of the two sacred cedars, Kintoki village was repeatedly struck by lightning. To calm the ill-omened events, the citizens built mini shrines where the trees used to grow. At the transmission tower where Taro used to be, and the shopping district where Jiro had been. There's nothing else in the Kintoki cedars. The story contained in Aunt Natsumi's notes. The tragedy of a girl who misunderstood the meaning of a children's song. Absurd public execution like that would never happen nowadays, but village society back then was very insular. It could have actually happened. I don't know, 50 years ago, it sounds a bit much. It seems the Oishi family had complete control over the village. The villagers were such obedient saps that they followed the gag order until their deaths. They saw Kaneko tied up, and still left her to die. The villagers are accomplices to all this. Maybe they maintained the secret because they also felt guilty. So, this kid named Kaneko is Kubitarou. Yeah, must be. If we combine this with what we read on the site, the girl called Kubitarou must be Miss Kaneko. The notes say the girl is giant, which matches with Kubitarou's appearance. The part about gathering heads also matches. Those heads you saw earlier at the well. No one else but Kubitarou would have gathered them. Then you're saying those heads are to bring her little brother back to life? But didn't Kaneko cut down the cedars because it didn't work? Why is she gathering them now? Could be a deeply ingrained delusion. Spirit behavior is affected by the regrets and grudges they had when alive, right? If she doesn't know of any other way, then she's got no choice but to frantically keep trying and hope for a miracle. If that's true, then she's a pitiful existence, forever working for a wish that'll never be granted. The only ones who can end Kubitarou's delusion are probably us. You're right. It's late. Let's call it for today.
Okay.
Agreed. Almost dying completely wore me out. Leaving the bar, we parted ways in front of the station. Amanoma has plans to go out drinking with an important figure. The election is almost here, so he's got a lot going on. Azuki apparently needs to stop by the agency and talk to her manager about work. Everyone's pretty busy. All right. A text. It's another demon. How are you? It's Demon. I've prepared your next riddle. Decipher it to receive your analysis record. Search the monster that counts the burning air. Alright, and this is the gas meter. So that's the burning air. Something stuck between the gas meter and the wall. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Red Riding Hood in the rain. A scary rumor from K-City, adjacent to Shinza. A young woman in a red raincoat appears on rainy days in the red light district. She asks men, "Tell me, are you?" and lures them into the hotel. But do not accept the invitation. Those who do go missing, then go crazy or commit suicide after. My assistant M played a large role in uncovering the truth of this rumor. My part-time assistant at the time was still in college, but had a knack for scoops. Reminds me of you. I digress. A certain man's name came up. I often crossed paths with the police in my work, and I got close to a detective while spending a few nights in jail. Technically, he was no longer a detective, but more a private investigator. Regardless, there were two sides to the Riding Hood case. One, the outcome of the girl spirit. The other, the darkness that created said spirit. Evil in human form can rob lives and human rights with the power of money. I'd partner up with the detective to smoke such evils out and expose their deeds. I helped expel evil to some extent myself. To explore the unknown, you must face the living darkness. Judging by your current situation, if I were to look forward, I'm sure you'll have to face such filth in the near future. Sorry, digressed again. I suggest you do your own research on those spirits. Maybe you'll learn about them from Mr. K. Truthfully, I haven't gotten the chance myself either. Alright, that's the fourth one. Is he mocking me? Taunting me with the fact that he knows where I live? Too much effort to worry about it. May as well go home. Man, am I tired. Think I'll just go to bed after my shower. I think just a shower today, too. Good shower. Man, too bad. Oh, sorry. I have it like flipped. My hair's not dry, but I'm gonna lie down anyway. I do that too. Hope nothing happens today. The dogs from the neighborhood are barking again. Damn, why does this happen every night? Why the hell are those dogs barking so much for anyway? Someone's skulking around out there or something? Huh? What? It's coming from outside. Again. Just like yesterday. Is something out there? This is Kubitarou? Kubitarou is closing in. Only a single sheet of glass separates us. Instinctively, I shrink back, but I don't have time for fear. I have to do something. I was able to chase the Urashima woman away. There should be a way to do the same now. Think, damn it. Oh, back at Kintoki Tower, Kubitarou avoided the light from the flashlight. Maybe if I have a bunch of bright light. But how should I get light on Kubitarou? This was giving me trouble the first time I did this. I slam my eyes shut and from my gut scream as loud as I can. Immediately, lights flash on in windows of the houses all around us. By the time the lights reach the ground in front of me, Kubitarou was gone. Kubitarou is gone. Taking a deep, calming breath, I close the curtains and turn on the lights. Doubt I'm getting any sleep tonight. My intercom buzzes like the world's ending. Probably my neighbors coming to complain about me screaming. May as well deal with them. I'm not going to get any sleep anyway. I go to the door and pacify my pissed neighbors as I wait for night to pass. It's morning by the time I climb into bed and manage to doze off. Alright, and that was this video. Try to wrap it up soon. I think the next one will be the last one for Kubitarou no Kintoki. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching. Sorry, I had more commentary and stuff to say when I did this the first time around. That's sort of the sad thing about visual novels, is that there's not too much that's different. Unless you're like choosing different paths, but this isn't necessarily like that. Like the kind that are dating sims in a way. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon.